Okay, we start. As I said, my name is Harriet. Today, I want us to look at those things that someone needs to know. The few things that someone should learn in the first 2, 3, or 1 month. A person who has just joined you, when this person gets to know the few things that I'm going to talk about this evening, then just know that you have started that person rightly. You know, when someone joins your business, you need to start this person rightly. The moment you introduce this person rightly to the business, he or she will do it very well, and you won't be disturbed so much because you will have duplicated yourself. We are in a business which is all about duplicating yourself. Duplicating, that is multiplying yourself. How can you multiply yourself? Is by trying as much as you can for the people whom you have introduced in the business to be exactly as you are. If you know something, please make sure that the people that you have introduced, they know what you know. No matter how small it can be, please share it with others. And you, as you who has joined the business and you have introduced the people the business, make sure that always you are a step ahead of them, such that if you are a step ahead of them, it means the next day you have something new that you are going to introduce to them. Every time people come to you and then they see that day you don't have something new to add on to them, then the next day they don't have something new to add to them, then another day you don't have anything to add to them, you will see that people are leaving your business in just a few. Why? Because they feel that you are not adding anything to them. They feel that you are not of value to them. So that's why you even find that next time someone will look for someone whom he feels that this person is adding value to them. So you who has introduced to someone, these are some of the things that you need to be knowing. There are basically four things, four basic things that a person needs to know in their first month of being in the business. So we are going to call them Royal Q onboarding. It's just boarding. Someone has just joined the business, so we are boarding. Someone has boarded. It's like when someone sits in a bus. It's like someone sits in the taxi or someone sits in a train. Someone has already boarded. Someone has become part of what you are doing. You who has introduced to this person, what are those four major things that someone needs to be knowing in their first month? When they know that, just know that you have done something good. We are going to look at the first one, we are going to look at onboarding 12 steps. Onboarding 12 steps. Then in number 2, we shall look at train new members. The new members, what are those things that they are supposed to know apart from the onboarding steps? Then we shall also look at trainings and events. Then lastly, we shall also look at team building, building team for success. We may not finish or we may not put all these ones in details, but for today, let's look at these ones that I'm going to talk about. We may look at number 1 and number 2. Maybe tomorrow we can look at number 3 and number 4. But the topic is starting someone right, okay? Starting a new member rightly, or starting someone new. So you can name it. You can put any title that you want, but the main words are starting someone rightly. Someone starting the business rightly. I'm going to talk about the 12 onboarding steps. They are the ones that I'm going to start with. Then we shall also look at training a new member. Let's look at the first. Let's look at these onboarding 12 steps. You who has introduced someone in the business, you have introduced someone into this, you are giving someone this idea of this business. Make sure that someone knows these 12 boarding steps, okay? They should be knowing them. Some of them are for Binance or any other exchange that someone is going to use. Then others are going to be for the Royal Q as an application. Let us start with an exchanger. With an exchanger, step 1, make sure that that person who is starting that person, help them download and install the exchanger to their applications. Someone might be using Binance, another will be using Huobi, another will be using Bybit, maybe OKX. It depends on what someone is going to use. Those are exchangers. I say the exchangers are digital banks. Exchangers are digital banks. Exchangers are digital banks. So you make sure that someone has downloaded and installed a digital exchanger. Before they even come to activate, make sure as you are still talking to them, maybe you have presented to them, as soon as you finish presenting to them, tell them to download and install a Binance, let them verify it such that the day they are activating, the Binance is already activated. The Huobi is already activated, most especially Binance, because most people are using Binance. Why do you want someone to come to start or someone to get started when their Binance is already opened and it is verified? Because on that very day, you are going to help them learn how to buy the USDTs via their exchanger. The moment you do that, you teach someone how to buy USDT through their exchanger. It will even build more confidence in them that for sure, this business, I'm not sending my money to anyone. It will build their confidence from day one. So let them download it and install, then verify it before they even come to you or before they even say that let's do the what? Let's do the activation. Then step number 2, sign up with an email in the Binance. They can use a referral ID. You who is helping this person to download and install Binance, you can give them a referral link. By the way, Binance and all exchanges, they have a referral system. When you refer a person, when you give your referral ID and then someone creates an account using your referral, always when they trade, that exchanger will give you a certain commission. Today I was checking on my Binance and I found that I had $8.9. $8.9. Where did they come from? They came from, there is a certain person in my team. I gave this person my link, and then this person yesterday traded and made a lot of money. Traded WRX and then made a lot of money. So when someone made a lot of money, so I made money in the Royal Queue because this person is in my team. And then I also made money from the Binance, $8.9. $8.9, that is good money. That is good money. Why? I gave that person my referral link. So which means I have made it double. It was double earning, double. I made earnings from the Binance, and then I also made earnings from the Royal Queue because this person is in my team. So let them sign up using your referral ID. Help them to verify their Binance and help them to show them that the Binance should be in the Pro version, not the Binance Lite, but Binance Pro. That Pro version, that Pro version, it has a lot of features. It has a lot of features which you will need. Always help them to put them in the Pro version. Then step number 4, let them do the verification. It is Binance security. When someone asks you, or when you are helping someone to verify the account, and then just tell them it is for their security. The reason as to why they are putting in their national document or a passport or a driver's license, it is for the security of their money. That one shows that he or she is the one going to be using the Binance. He or she is the one going to be using the Binance. No one will use it because the Binance or any other exchanger will always ask for their national ID and their face. So that is to make sure that their funds are secure. Then also help them to fund. Let them fund there. After they have done the verification and everything is verified, and you have helped them to buy the USDT, let it be there. Let it be there. Make sure that tell someone, please fund your Binance. Put there some money. Put there some money for starting to trade. So now, like for this one, it is giving an example, $120 plus 20. What is this? Plus the capital. So you are buying the USDT for 120 for activating the royal queue, 20 let it be for fuel, and then the trading capital. Trading capital, never specify how much money someone should be having. Just to tell them the capital. Because when you say, okay, you put $100, there are people who are going to say, is $100 good enough for a serious business? This is not a serious business. Or even you will tell someone, I put $100, and then someone say, hey, that is too much. I can only afford $50. So capital always never specify. Tell someone, put what you can afford. Tell them 100, tell them the 120 and the $20, because those ones are mandatory. 120 for activating the robot, and 20 can be starting money for fuel fees. Then we have step 6. Make sure that this person has your referral link for your royal queue. Someone should be having the referral link for your royal queue, and let them register. Let them register. When you talk, when you present the business to someone, don't just tell them that the royal queue application is on the Google Play Store. Someone will go to the Play Store and then will get an application which has someone's link. You'll be there waiting for someone to activate, and you will never see this person. You never see this person activating because someone used a link which is not yours. Okay, someone used a link which is not yours. Okay, so it is always important. It is always important. Give them your link, even if they have not yet got the money to start. Give them your link. Let them register using your link. After registration, it will lead them to the downloading page, and let them download. Let them have the application with your link. Don't tell someone, okay, when you get the money, we shall register. No, you have presented to someone. Registration is free. Registration is free. It is free. Let them register, and then with your link, then let them wait to have the money. Then another thing, let them download. I have talked about that. Let them download. Let them download the royal queue application. And when they download the application, make sure that they log in and activate by answering. This is my main part today. Here, log in and activate by answering the 3 security questions. Write down and keep them safe. I repeat this one. Log in and activate by answering the 3 security questions. This person you are starting in the business, make sure that you tell them that these questions, after they have registered, when they are logging in, they will have to activate the security feature. That security feature is very, very important. When someone forgets the answers that he or she puts, or the answers that she put on the 3 security questions, it means you are going to buy a new robot, because there is no way how the system is going to retrieve a password in case you forget a password. Those security questions are for your security in case you have forgotten the password for your royal queue. When you forget the password for your royal queue, in order for you to retrieve it or to put a new password, they will put for you the questions that you chose, and then they want you to write the answers. If you don't write the answers very well, they will never help you to change your password. I'm repeating this one. We have seen very many people, and then someone says, I forgot my password. And on putting the questions, people do not remember the answers they put. And I want also you, even if you are remembering the answers that you put, are you still remembering the format? Were they all in small letters, or they were in capital letters? Did you write one capital letter and any other small letters, or you wrote all of them small letters? Did you put a full stop, or you did not put? The system wants you to write exactly how you wrote them. Now, I want to advise someone here who is on this Zoom call. When you're answering those questions, tell someone to write them in capital letters. In capital letters. Let someone write only capital letters. Don't put any other thing, just put capital letters of the answers of the questions that you will choose. And it makes things simple. I always tell people, choose questions which are related to cities or places, and then choose only one word, because they are, for them, they don't care whether they are true or they are the right answers or they are for your part. They are, those words are personal or what. You can decide to write Kampala. You choose question 1 and then you put the answer Kampala. Then you go to question 2, you choose any question and then you put again Kampala. And then another one you put Kampala. It is okay, you put Kampala, Kampala, Kampala. Such that in case one time you forget your password, you will be able to write Kampala in capital letters 3 times, and then you retrieve your password, or they will open and then you write another password. So when you forget the password and you cannot remember how you wrote the answers before, you have lost that account. You just need to buy a new account, a new robot. Hoping we have understood that one. I'm not repeating it. And also, there are people who say, I took a screenshot of those questions, the answers. I took a screenshot. Taking a screenshot is not enough. It's not enough. Take a screenshot. After taking a screenshot, please email that screenshot to yourself. Your email can send your email that screenshot. As you have taken the screenshot, click share. Share it with the Gmail. Then you put there your email address. It will be there, such that even if this phone gets lost and then you get a new phone, your emails will always come back. Because when you just take a screenshot of it, always you are taking screenshots and screenshots. Sometimes the phone's storage gets finished, and then you delete a few things. You will even delete those screenshots. So when you email yourself those questions and the answers, you will never lose them. Even if you delete everything, but the email will always be there. Number next is step 9. Fund your royal queue with 120 plus 20, which is activation fee. Activation fee and then fuel fee. Then step 10, activate your royal queue. Help this person to activate their robots. Help them, because you want to start them right. The moment you do these things step by step with this person together, it means this person is going to do the same thing to other people. Then another thing, give a nickname to your robot. The nickname, when you have just joined, as soon as you have registered, when you got mine, on top where there is your email, the system always generates for you a nickname. It is always important, help this person to change that system generated nickname. Let them put their name. If this person is Peter Morris, then you put there Peter. And then sometimes they will tell you it is already in use, nickname already in use. Then you can put Peter M, meaning Peter Morris. Even if you find Peter M is used, then you can put Peter M1. Why do you do this? You are helping this person to personalize his robot. Then in number 2, it is also good for you who is the upline, to always see, to always monitor, and then you get to know that, of course, Peter is trading. Because when you go to your system, you will always find there, when Peter is making some money, you will also be making some money. It helps you to monitor your team, for you to get to know, hey, for 3 weeks, for 2 weeks, I'm not seeing Peter in my system. Then you check on him. Peter, are you okay? How are your trades? Is there anything wrong? Is there a problem? Can we share? So if you didn't help them to change the nickname, you will never be able to know who is very active when it comes to trading and who is not active, because you will not be knowing who is who. But when they change their nickname, it helps you to be knowing who is who. Then another one, step 12 is binding. Help this person to bind it, because the moment they have funded their Binance and their Royal Queue, they have activated, the next thing is connecting the two applications. Okay, if we have finished that one, we have finished the 12. We have finished the 12 the 12 onboarding steps. If you have a question about the 12 onboarding steps, please tell me in the chat room, then I can redo it again. 12 onboarding steps. I've gone to the chat. Right there, what you feel about that, then I can respond before I go to another one. Someone is saying that there is no voice. Is it true there is no voice?
We are hearing everything.
You mean before I was there was no voice?
If I don't know.
Hey, before it was not there.
I've just joined.
Augustine says I was clear. Bravo. Was it what had happened? Did you get all the 12 onboarding steps, friends? Let me know. I can see Bravo was saying there was no voice. Please let me know. Did you hear the 12? Oh, he says it was his microphone. Now it is on. Okay, friends, have we understood the 12 onboarding steps? The 12 onboarding steps, are we okay with them? I want to go to another thing. Oh, he says he has got everything. Okay, let me continue. Let me continue. After finishing the 12 onboarding steps now, which means someone has joined, okay? Someone has joined. Kawiya Sharif, now someone has joined. Now it is your time. Because if you don't start this person right, that person will never do the business. So some of the things that you are going to do after the onboarding 12 steps, then the next thing is training a new member. What are some of the things that you are going to train this person? Those are some of the best key things that you need to teach them, so that someone doesn't come to the group and then he says, you people, how do I do this? You people, this, you people, this. You who has brought someone into the business, there are things that you need to tell this person. There are things that you need to do for this person. Let someone come to the group when for sure the challenge is big, okay? When the challenge is big, let someone come to the group when the challenge is big. But if it is not so big, you who brought that person, make sure that you have taught them, like this one, setting the signal. Setting the signal, make sure that you have helped this person to set a signal like 5 times. Don't just show them as they have just joined to tell them, you click here and there and then here and then you start. No. Help them put in trades after you have guided them, after you have shown them what to do while setting a signal. Help them put in a signal like 5 times. To me, what I always do when someone has just joined, the first trade, it's me who puts it in. If we are doing it on Google Meet, I tell you, do this, do that, do the other one. The first signal. Then the next one, I'll tell you, please go. Open your royal queue. After opening royal queue, then I tell you, okay, you go to strategy. And then someone goes to the strategy. And then I said, do this, do that, click here, click there. Then that is the first signal. Then when that signal sells, then when we are putting in the next signal, again, I am with you on the Google Meet. Don't eat the $30 and then you finish. It is not just eating it and then it ends there. In fact, the moment the $30 comes to your royal queue, that's where your trouble starts from. Let me tell you, mentoring someone, sponsoring someone, it is the biggest challenge. It is the biggest challenge in order for someone, the moment you become successful and then someone says, okay, Harriet introduced me to this business very well and I can do everything now on my own. It means you started someone right. After eating the $30, now it is your role to help this person do the things the way they are supposed to do. And it is your role to make sure that this person succeeds. Because the moment he doesn't succeed, the moment he doesn't know what to do, then the next thing you say, business yaka. Tebikola be business via Kabuye. And now the business is going to be for Kabuye. Okay? So teach them, help them to put in signals, at least 5 signals, at least 5. After the 5th one, then someone can put in a signal by him or herself. Then help them to learn how the margin calls. It is something which is disturbing people so much. Teach them how to use them, how to set the margins, how do you calculate them? What do you mean when they say the margin call drop? What do you mean with a multiple buying ratio? Tell them. When you say preset, what does it mean? Show them. Show them what preset is. Preset means what? Preset means a pending order, a pending buying order. Okay, a pending buying order. So when you want the robot, you want to buy a trade, you want to buy a coin at a certain price, and for now it is still high. So you are putting in a pending buying order. So teach someone how to do the preset, and then also teach them how to buy current price. Then the next thing, please make sure that you teach them how that the signal, give them the difference between one shot and cycle. Because these people, they don't know, this person is new. He or she doesn't know. If you don't show them what it is, they will always make mistakes. Don't assume that things are very obvious. You are assuming that they are very obvious because for now you know them. I'm going to give an example of Kabuye Sharif because I know he cannot be upset with me. Okay, Kabuye, when he had just started, he didn't know what one shot was and he didn't know what cycle was. So sometimes the signal was supposed to be for one shot and then he puts it in cycle. Then the signal which was supposed to be in cycle, he was putting in one shot because he didn't know. And now you may find that when someone asks Kabuye, what is one shot and what is one cycle? Then Kabuye will say, that one is a simple thing. Chogamba, you don't know that. You mean you don't know that? That is just a simple thing. So if it was simple, Kabuye, my dear, Peter wouldn't have asked you. Okay? Peter wouldn't have asked you if it was as simple as you are saying it. The fact that someone has asked about it, it means this person doesn't know. So don't take things that they are so obvious. No, they are not. This is a new thing. It is a new business. It is a new venture. It is a new industry in the whole world. This industry is new. So don't take things for granted. Don't take them light that people should be knowing them. No, it is not like that. So show them. Then number next, only one trade per day for the first week. Make sure that you teach these people not to be greedy as early as possible. Yes, in the first week, let them trade one signal. Even if they are having $8,000 at their capital, let them trade only one signal in a day. It gets out, let's wait for the next day. Let's wait for the next day. First of all, you are teaching them to be patient. Number 2, you are teaching them to be not to be greedy. Okay, not to be greedy. And then number 3, you don't want them to make a lot of mistakes. You know, when we are still new, we make a lot of mistakes because we are trying to add venture. We are trying to discover a lot. So in the first week, tell someone that it is only one signal. We are trading one signal in a day. It is enough. You are still learning. When you have put in a signal, you have put in a trade as it is running, learn other things. Study other things, look at other things. When it sells well and good, wait, come back to the market tomorrow. You are teaching someone not to be greedy. Let me tell you what happens with money. There are 2 things that happens with money. The first one is always fear and doubt. That is the first one. When someone has just joined something and then someone is in fear, will I make the money? Will this one work out? Have I not lost my money? Have I made my right decision? Have I made the right decision for sure? These things, now is so bigger. Will I learn these things as they are difficult? Maybe these things are for educated people. Even me who is not educated, will I manage? That is fear and doubt. That's what happens. But when someone starts making money, then another problem comes in. And do you know what problem? It's greed. So without money, people are fearful and then they are full of doubt. Then when money comes, then greed comes in. So in the first week, make sure that you are teaching someone not to be greedy. Okay. Number next, when someone has just started, someone has bought the robot, make sure that in their first week they trade, even if they are having only $15. Don't wait for someone to have too much money in order for them to trade. No. Let them trade. Even if they are with $15, let them trade. When someone trades and then he makes the 2%, he will see that 0.2 or 0.1. It will give him joy. He will know, he or she will know that, hey, this business is real. I can make money. Okay. Let them start trading in their first week with the $15. $15, that is 50,000. Someone has paid the 120 for activating the robot. Maybe you have put the fuel $20 or $10. Let them have some small capital to start trading with. Why is it okay for someone to start trading in the first week? It is building their believability and then confidence that the business works. They will believe more that it is a real business when they trade and then they see that their $15 has made for them a $0.2. If it makes for them a $0.2, make sure that you don't just leave them looking at the 0.2. Please convert that 0.2 to your country's currency. Let that person get to know how much they have made. When it is 0.2, it looks as if it is too small. Let me show you. In my Ugandan currency, let me show you. If someone has made 0.2 times 37, that is the cost of the dollar. So it means someone has made 740 shillings. 740 shillings. And remember, our capital is $15, which is 50,000 Ugandan money. So emitwale etano, 50,000 has made someone $700. I mean 740 shillings. Tell this person, you see, Peter, let me tell you, you have made 700, you have made 740 shillings in one day. So what if it happens for 25 days? If it happens for 25 days, you will have made 18,500. Then plus the 50,000, which is your capital, the $15. So which means in the first month, you'll be having 68,500 shillings, which means if you can make this in a month, it means this business is for real. And then you tell them, now just imagine we were using only $15. What if we had $100? Don't you think that you'll have made us a bigger amount of money? Then why are you doing this? Now you are trying to show someone that there is need for adding capital. Don't just tell someone, let me tell you, for you to make money from this business, you must be having very big capital. Let me tell you, I don't know what is very big capital. I don't know what is very big capital. Every money is good money for as long as you know how to use it. Make profit according to that money. The challenge is we compare ourselves too much. We compare ourselves too much. You know you are having $30, but you want to earn $10 every day, like the other person who is having $300. Please know your level. It is not a crime for having only $30 as your trading capital. No, it is not. But be contented with the small that you are having. Use that one, practice and practice, become perfect, such that by the time the big money comes, you are already knowing what to do. Okay. So with this one, you are showing someone the need to add the capital. Don't let it not be you to force someone to add the capital. No, just to show them the reality. Have they traded with the $15? They have made the $0.2. Just multiply it. Put it in your currency. Let someone get to know that, hey, I have made this one. Then show them, had you added? If you had, you don't even tell them you added the money. Just tell them, you know, now, if you owe $15, you have made this 0.2. It means someone who had $150 has made this amount of money. It means someone who had 1,500 has made this amount of money. From the same signal, same percentage. The difference is in the capital. The capital that you are having can make the profit bigger or smaller. And then you are showing someone that there is need to put capital, but you are not commanding, you are not instructing, you are not pushing them to put capital, but you are showing them the reality. And what are we doing? We are learning how to start someone rightly. Okay. We are trying to teach someone, we are trying to start someone rightly. That's what we are studying this evening. Okay, we have said minimum of $15. Tell them the signal is always valid for 30 minutes. You know, when someone has just joined, some of the things that he might be not knowing, they might not be knowing, okay? So make sure that when the signal has come, tell them, when you find that the signal was shared 30 minutes ago, you leave that one. You leave that one because you don't know whether it picked the trade, or it has never picked, or it didn't come back to pick, or even it has even sold. Because there are signals that they can give, and then in the next 4, 5 minutes, 10, it sells. Now for you are come to see it after 30 minutes. So it is always, okay, tell this person, a new person, okay, when a signal has been shared, if you come 30 minutes late, please leave that signal. Wait for another signal. Then another one, sum up when taking signals, okay? Always tell them, tell your people, you have someone who is new. When a new signal has been shared, please alert them because they are still new. Some of them, they don't even know what a signal is. We are just talking about signal. What is it? They are waiting for maybe a picture, okay? So always when a new signal has come, please alert them, check on them. Peter, there is a new signal, send it to them, inbox it to them, copy and paste it in their inbox. As you are guiding them to put in a signal, then guide them when it is in their inbox, because on the group, there are a lot of things that are shared on the group. A signal is shared, and then immediately in the next 10 minutes, there are other 20 messages which are there. And you know, we are human beings. Many of us, we don't read. When you come to a group and there are 30 messages, you just open and then you go without even reading, okay? Without even reading. Now, this new person who has just joined, a signal has been shared on the group, please share it with them, okay? Share it with them. Then the next one, positive results. When a signal has shared, as sold, please share the results in the group. Let it come from you who has joined, who has made this person, who has introduced this person to the business. You don't need to necessarily share your own results, but wherever you see someone has shared a result, just come and paste it and then share it with your new people. When you share it with the new people, or when they see you sharing in the group results, it is going to boost their believability. Okay, it is going to boost their believability that the business works. If you don't do that, people will be there and then they will still stay. They will stay for so long in the doubting phase. Okay, they will stay for so long in the doubting phase. Please make sure that you do what? Make sure that you share with them and then share results. After all, they don't have a name that they are for you career. No. Just share. People will believe more that the business works. People will believe more that the business works, okay? That is training a new person, starting someone rightly. Then in number 3, we are having trainings and events. That one, we are going to talk about it tomorrow. And then we shall also look at building a team for success. Today we have looked at the 12 steps onboarding. We call them onboarding 12 steps. Then in number 2, training a new member. These are the things that you are supposed to give someone in their first month of the business. If you don't do that for them, you are likely to lose this person as early as possible. Do we have some questions about what I have shared? If you have some questions, please, you can ask, and then we are done. We are done. Because I can see the time is almost ending, 3 minutes remaining, and then we call it an evening.